Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to Akshara IIT Foundation. This is Srinivas, your maths faculty. Let us go to the today's class. Yeah. In today's class, you are going to discuss about triangles and the types of triangles. Okay. And let us discuss some of the problems based on the triangles concept. Okay. So what is triangle? A simple closed figure bounded by three line segments. A simple closed figure bounded by three line segments is called a triangle. Okay, na? Right. Now while you are taking these three line segments AB, BC and CA. AB is a line segment, BC is a line segment, CA is a line segment. Okay. And while you are observing the common point of two line segments making an angle. So angle B, angle C, angle A. So there are three angles also. Okay. So three sides, three angles. These are called parts of triangle. Okay. Now, there are how many parts here? Total 6 parts a triangle has. In that 3 are sides and 3 are angles. Okay, 3 vertices also there, but we are not going to discuss about the vertices as a parts of a triangle. Okay, na? Triangle having mainly 6 parts, 3 sides and 3 angles. Clear? And we can derive the definition, or we can say the definition of a triangle in another way also by taking the non-collinear points. By taking the non-collinear points. Let us see. We know already collinear and non-collinear points. Collinear points are nothing but the points which are lies on a same line segment or same line are called collinear points. That means non-collinear means they might not be, they are not being on same line. Okay. So for example, if you are taking any 3 non-collinear points, these 3 non-collinear points are joined with 3 line segments, forms a closed figure, is called triangle. Okay. Yeah, let us discuss about the types of triangle. So types of triangle mainly derived based on sides and based on angles. Based on sides, based on angles. So because we already discussed, triangle has 6 parts. Okay. Based on sides, the first triangle is based on sides, the first triangle is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is nothing but a triangle having all its sides or length of all its sides are equal. Length of all sides are equal is called equilateral triangle. Okay, na? So while you are taking that ABC, AB length, BC length, CA length, all are equal, and here all angles also equal. All angles also equal. Okay. Now before going to discuss about the one more type of angles or one more type of triangle, so we need to discuss about the properties of a triangle. Okay, na? So while you are observing, if you take the triangle like PQR, we already discussed the triangle having 3 sides and 3 angles. Okay, na? Angle P, angle Q, angle R. And a triangle having mainly 3 properties. The first property is sum of angles. Sum of angles is 180 degrees. Sum of angle is 180 degrees. That is the first property. And second property is sum of any 2 sides. Sum of the lengths of any 2 sides. Okay, na? Sum of the lengths of any 2 sides. If you take any 2 sides, that must be greater than or that must be more than the third side, length of third side. Okay. Sum of the lengths of any 2 sides is greater than third side or length of third side. Okay, na? Right. So first property, sum of all angles gives 180 degrees. Second property, sum of the lengths of any 2 sides is greater than the third side. Now, third property, difference of lengths of any 2 sides. Difference of any 2 sides is less than the third side. That means if you draw any triangle, that triangle must follow these three properties. First property is sum of three angles 180 degrees. Second property is sum of the lengths of any two sides must be greater than the third side. And the third property is difference of any two sides is less than the third side. Okay, na? Difference must be less than the third side. Sum must be more than the third side. If you draw any triangle, the triangle always satisfies these three properties. Okay. Now, here PQ is line segment, PQ, QR and PR. These three are line segments or sides of a triangle. Angle P, angle Q, angle R. These are angles of triangle. We have to represent with this symbol. It represents angle. Okay, na? Now, let us go to the one more or two more measurements. You need to know about triangle, that is median. Later we discuss about the types of triangles. Okay, na? What is median and what is altitude? Okay, median is nothing but it is a line segment which is drawn from vertex to its opposite side, opposite midpoint. Okay, na? That means if you take any triangle, the triangle having three vertices, from any one of the vertex, if you try to draw a line segment to opposite midpoint. For example, I am taking a midpoint here. I am taking a midpoint here D. D is exactly midpoint of BC side, and from vertex A, I am just drawing a line segment to D. That means here AD is called median. Okay, na? So simply median is nothing but a line segment which is drawn from vertex to its opposite midpoint. Vertex to opposite midpoint. Same way from B also we can draw one median, and from C also we can draw one median. Okay, that means a triangle, in a triangle we can draw three medians. That means from every vertex we can draw one median. So total number of medians are 3. Number of medians in a triangle is 3, and here you should remember that all three medians must be interior part of a triangle. That means they are inside a triangle. Okay, and while you are observing here, the point of concurrence or point of intersecting of medians, any two medians, this point is called centroid. Okay, this is about the median. Median is a line segment which drawn from vertex to its opposite midpoint. Now coming to altitude. What is altitude? Altitude also a line segment. Altitude also a line segment which is drawn from vertex to opposite side. Median also vertex to opposite side. Altitude also vertex to opposite side. But there is a small difference between them. Here the length of the line segment at altitude making 90 degrees angle to the opposite side. Okay, na? That means clearly the definition is the perpendicular line segment drawn from vertex to opposite side. Which line segment? The perpendicular line segment drawn from vertex to its opposite side. Okay, na? The perpendicular line segment means which is making 90 degrees angle at the point of contact. Which is making 90 degrees angle at the point of contact. Okay, na? That means here AD is called altitude. AD is called altitude. Here AD is called median. That means the median always touches opposite midpoint, but altitude need not be always touches the opposite midpoint. Okay na? Right. But it is making 90 degrees angle. Here it did not to make 90 degrees angle with the opposite side. Clear? And here one more point, while you are observing these three medians, always lies interior of a triangle. Okay, these three medians, any triangle, if you take any type of triangle, whether it is equilateral triangle or some other triangles, the median always interior part of a triangle. But coming to the altitude always cannot be interior. Sometimes it can be lies exterior part of the triangle also. That is completely depends on type of triangle. Okay na? Right. So we discussed about the median and altitude. How many medians of a triangle has? 3 medians. Same way, altitudes also we are having 3 altitudes for a triangle. And you should remember that one more name of altitude is nothing but height. Height of a triangle we can call, or altitude of a triangle also we can call. Clear? Yeah. Now let us go to the types of triangles. So first one we already discussed, that is based on sides. What is the triangle we discussed based on sides? Based on sides, first one we discussed that equilateral triangle. Okay na? Which triangle? Equilateral triangle. Yeah, equilateral triangle means all sides are equal. In a triangle, all sides are equal is called equilateral triangle, and here all angles also equal. Each measures 60 degrees. All angles also equal here. Okay na? All sides are equal. All angles also equal. Now coming to discuss about the median and altitude. In a equilateral triangle, the median and altitudes both are coincide each other. Okay na? In equilateral triangle, median and altitudes are coincide, are being same. Okay? In equilateral angle, median and altitudes are being a same line segment. That means they both must be coincide on one another. Okay. Now coming to the second one, isosceles triangle. Okay. So isosceles triangle is nothing but a triangle having any two sides, length of any two sides are equal. We can consider such type of triangle as isosceles triangle. That means it is looking like this. Okay. Now while you are observing here, AB and AC, these two are equal sides. Length of equal sides. That means in a triangle two sides equal. This triangle is called isosceles triangle. And here also you should remember angles also equal. Two sides equal and two angles also equal. And here while you are observing this one, AB and AC, these two are, AB and AC are two equal line segments, are two equal sides, and this is vertex, common vertex of these two line segments. This common vertex is called, or this vertices is called, what are these? Two angles. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, these two angles are called base angles. Okay, na? These two angles are base angles, and this common vertex or common point or common angle is called vertex angle. Okay, that means in an isosceles triangle, two sides equal and their base angles also equal. That means we should learn from here angle B is equals to angle C. Vertex angle might be different. For example, if I am taking a triangle like PQR, so PQ and PR are equal and the vertex angle is 70 degrees, then what are these two angles? Okay, what are these two angles? We know that these two angles are equal, so let us consider these two angles are X and X. And we know already sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees and one of the angle is 70 degrees. So 100 minus 70, 110 degrees. Okay, na? And the remaining 110 degrees is dividing into two equal parts. Simply you can write that angle P plus angle Q plus angle R. Sum of three angles in a triangle 180 degrees, angle P is 70 degrees and angle Q, angle R both are equal. In the place of Q and R, I can use the letter X. Okay, X plus X, 2X and plus 70 degrees transpose that side, minus 70. So 180 minus 70 is 110. Then X is equals to 110 by 2. So 2 table exactly 55 degrees. That means the equal angles are 55 degrees and 55 degrees. Okay, na? Right. Now coming to the median and altitude in isosceles triangle. Median and altitude in a isosceles triangle. Now here two medians are equal. That means here if you take the midpoint, this one, the PM is a median and QNRO. If you consider like these three medians, here only two medians are having an equal length. This PM is somewhat being different. Okay, na? And this PM and altitude both are coincide. Okay, in isosceles triangle, altitude and median being coincide. Remaining two will be different somewhat. Okay, na? Right. Here QNRO are equal medians. That means which are may or may not be coincide with altitude. But PM is a altitude as well as median also. Okay, now that is only different length. Okay. Now coming to the next one. Third, scalene triangle. Okay. So first one equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Second one isosceles triangle, two sides equal. And third one, no side is equal, all sides are in different length. Okay, na? All sides are in different length. Such type of triangle is called scalene triangle. The triangle can be different like this. Okay, na? So like ABC, if you take, AB is different length, BC is different length, AC can be different length. Three different lines. That's why I just marked it three different sizes. Okay, na? This is scalene triangle. Okay, na? In scalene triangle, altitude can be lies exterior part of the triangle also. Altitude can be lies exterior part of the triangle also. Let me draw and show you. That is, now here medians are being inside interior part, because we just connected the line segment which are just drawing from vertex to midpoint. Midpoint always must be, that means both the line segment, the contact point of both vertex and midpoint will be lies in the interior part of the triangle only. But coming to the altitude here, from A onwards, if I try to draw one altitude, will be like this. Okay, AD is a perpendicular line segment which is drawn from vertex to opposite side. Okay, it is interior part of the scalene triangle. Now coming to this one, from this vertex, from C, if you try to draw one perpendicular line to its opposite side, that means here while you are observing these two, it is not making exact 90 degrees, so that I'm just extending this opposite side. AB I'm just going to extend like this, and from this if you draw one perpendicular line segment, that means you have to draw by making 90 degrees angle with it. So this will be perpendicular line segment to this vertex. So it is making 90 degrees angle. See, it is being exterior part of the triangle. Now from this to line segment, this line segment you need to extend. Now will be like this. Okay, two exterior sides, that means two exterior parts. Two line segment, two altitudes are being exterior part of a triangle, only one is being inside, that is scale and triangle. Okay, na? Right, these are based on the sides. Now based on angles. Now here, while you are observing that equilateral triangle, all angles equal, isosceles triangle, base angles equal, vertex angle is somewhat different length, okay, different measurement. And while you are observing scale triangle, all angles are in different measurements. They are not in the same measurement, okay. Now based on angles, the first triangle is acute angle triangle. Okay, na? Acute angle triangle. That means in a triangle, all three angles are less than 90 degrees. In a triangle, all angles are less than 90 degrees. Such type of triangle is called acute angle triangle. Now the second one is right angle triangle or right triangle. We can call right angle triangle or right triangle. So right angle triangle means in a triangle, any one angle 90 degrees, because it cannot be two angles as 90 degrees, because we know the first property of triangle, sum of three angles 90 degrees. If you take two angles 90 degrees, 180 already. Third angle, there is no chance of measurement for third angle. That means there is no formation of a closed figure with three sides when you take two right angles in a triangle. Okay, na? So that's why right angle triangle having only one angle in a triangle 90 degrees, it makes right angle triangle. Okay, na? Right. In a right angle triangle, making 90 degrees angle, that means while you are observing clearly ABC, AB can be a altitude or not. Altitude means what? The line segment drawing from vertex to opposite side. See, A is a vertex, I am drawing opposite side BC. So this line segment is altitude, right? Yes, we can consider it as a altitude because it is making 90 degrees angle with opposite side. Okay, AB can be altitude. What about this? It is also an altitude. See, vertex to opposite side AB. AB is opposite side to C. So it is making 90 degrees angle with opposite side. So it must be altitude. So in a right angle triangle, the altitudes, two of the altitudes are being its sides. Okay. And third one can be like this. Okay. So in a right angle triangle, two of its sides are acting as a altitude or height of the triangle. Okay. Now coming to the third one, obtuse angle triangle. Third one is obtuse angle triangle. That means in a triangle, any one angle is more than 90 degrees. One angle is more than 90 degrees here. 90 degree, more than 90. You can take 120, 130, 105, whatever. So such type of triangle is called obtuse angle triangle. Okay, now if you try to draw the vertex from this means altitude from this vertex A, it is being outside or exterior part of a obtuse angle triangle. Now here B onwards will be easy only. But C to opposite side if you want to extend like this, now here 90 degrees making. Okay, no? That means three altitudes, one interior, two exterior. Now I am just trying to extend these three altitudes like this. The three altitudes are intersecting at a point. This is called orthocenter. Okay, na? So point of intersection of medians, centroid. This we can call orthocenter. Clear? Right. So three altitudes. These are all obtuse angle, triangle. So mainly we discussed based on the sides and based on the angles. Three sides based on sides. Three different triangles: equilateral, isosceles, and scalene triangle. And based on angles, we are having acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, and right angle triangle. Clear? Right. Now, but the combination of triangles also, some more triangles are there. Right angle isosceles triangle also there. What is that? Right angle isosceles triangle. That means I am taking a right angle triangle like this. Isosceles triangle means any two sides must be equal length, right? Yeah, if I am taking like ABC line segment, if AB, that means angle A having 90 degrees, that means it is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, if you are having it equal sides AB and BC, two sides are equal, this can be isosceles triangle and also having 90 degrees. So we can call such type of triangle as right angle isosceles triangle. You can call it as right angle isosceles triangle. Then what are the base angles here? Here these two sides are connected to vertex B. This means this angle is called vertex angle, and base angles are equal. So it is already 90. So to become a first property satisfaction, sum of three angles 180 degrees. So it is already 90, still remaining 90 degrees. We know already base angles are equal. So 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Then 45 plus 45, 90. 90 plus 90, 180 degrees. This is the sum of three angles of a triangle 180 degrees. It is right angle isosceles triangle. Okay, na? So based on the concept, we discussed that what is triangle and their parts we have discussed, and median, what is median we discussed, height of triangle or altitude of a triangle we discussed, then types of triangles based on the sides and based on the angles. Okay, na? How the medians and altitudes are for different triangles and different altitudes, means different parts we discussed. Okay. Now we need to discuss about that perpendicular bisector, angular bisector, like that some other concepts will be there. Let us discuss while we discussing about the problems which is given in this topic synopsis. Okay. And we know already similar figure, congruent figures. So that's why I did not discuss about this. And but there are some congruent rules will be there. Okay, and triple SSS criterion, SAS criterion, RHS criterion, ASA criterion will be available. We will discuss when the topic will come. Now let us discuss the concept based questions. Yeah, concept based questions. The first question is, the parts of triangle are. How many parts does a triangle has? The triangle has mainly 6 parts. What are the 6 parts? 3 sides and 3 angles. 3 sides, 3 angles. Total 6 parts. That is the first option. Or first one answer. Now coming to the second question. In a triangle ABC, AB, BC, CA are the 3 sides of a triangle. Then which of the following statement is necessarily true? That means if you take a triangle like this, what are the following statements are necessarily true? That is, let us try to discuss about the concept of properties of a triangle. First property, sum of angles 180 degrees. It is about angles, we don't need to check. But what is the second and third property? Second property, sum of any two sides. Yeah, second and third properties are based on sides, right? Yeah, what is the second property? Sum of any two sides greater than third side. That means if I take AB, BC, sum of these two should be greater than AC or CA. Or BC plus CA is greater than AB. If you take BC and CA, BC and CA should be greater than AB. Then what is the third one? Yeah, AB plus AC. AB plus AC greater than BC. Okay, na? Or third property, difference of any two sides is less than the third side. That means AB minus BC is less than AC, BC minus AC is less than AB, and AB minus AC is less than BC. Okay, na? But in the options it is given that second property, that means AB plus BC is greater than third side CA. Okay, right. That's it for today, children. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.